The year is 1947, a time of great change and uncertainty in South Asia. The Indian subcontinent, under the yoke of British colonial rule for nearly 2 centuries, was witnessing a significant transformation. The partition of India and Pakistan, a result of religious tensions, gave birth to 2 distinct regions, East and West Pakistan. East Pakistan, predominantly Bengali, was culturally and linguistically different from its Western counterpart. This region, known for its fertile land and vibrant culture, was separated from West Pakistan by 1,000 miles of Indian territory. It was not just the geographical distance that set them apart, but also a deep-rooted bias. East Pakistan was subjected to political marginalization and economic discrimination by the dominant West. The Bengali language and culture were often undermined and resources were disproportionately allocated. This stark contrast and unjust treatment sparked a sense of discontent and a yearning for autonomy among the Bengali population. This sets the stage for the emergence of a new nation, Bangladesh. In the early days of Pakistan, the seeds of rebellion were already being sown. The year was 1952. A time when the people of East Pakistan, now known as Bangladesh, began to voice their discontent. They fought a peaceful yet powerful battle, not for land or wealth, but for the right to speak their mother tongue, Bengali. This was the Bengali language movement. Imagine a world where you're forbidden to speak the language that your heart beats in, the language that your mother sang lullabies in. That was the reality the people of East Pakistan faced. They were asked to abandon their linguistic heritage for a foreign language, Urdu, but they resisted. They took to the streets demanding their linguistic rights, fostering a sense of Bengali nationalism that would prove instrumental in the years to come. The language movement was a spark, igniting the flame of desire for independence in the hearts of the Bengalis. As the 1960s rolled in, so did political turmoil and natural disasters. The decade was marked by a period of political instability in Pakistan, with the governance of West Pakistan often clashing with the interests of the East. The East, predominantly Bengali, felt marginalized, and their calls for autonomy began to grow louder. A devastating cyclone in 1970 further exposed the existing disparities. The West's response was deemed inadequate, fueling resentment in the East. The general elections that followed saw the East Pakistani Awami League emerge victorious, having won a clear majority. It was a beacon of hope, a chance for change. Yet, the West Pakistani leaders, unwilling to transfer power, denied their rightful place. A blatant disregard for democracy, this denial of power was the final straw, pushing East Pakistan towards a full-blown liberation war. On March 26, 1971, Bangladesh declared its independence, marking the beginning of a bloody war. The War of Liberation, as it is known, was a tumultuous period in the history of this young nation. The war began in earnest with Operation Searchlight, a brutal military campaign by the Pakistani army aimed at suppressing Bengali nationalist sentiments. As the sun set on March 25th, the streets of Dhaka were filled with the echoes of gunfire and the sky was lit by flames. The operation targeted intellectuals, students, and political leaders, indiscriminately murdering thousands and setting the stage for a brutal conflict. In response to this aggression, the Mukti Bahini, or freedom fighters, emerged. Comprised of civilians and military defectors, they waged a guerrilla war against the Pakistani forces. Their determination and courage in the face of overwhelming odds became a beacon of hope for the oppressed Bengali people. Their resistance was a testament to the indomitable spirit of Bangladesh. Throughout the war, numerous atrocities were committed. The numbers are staggering, with hundreds of thousands of people losing their lives and millions displaced. Women and children bore the brunt of the violence, a grim reality that still haunts the nation. Despite these dark times, the people of Bangladesh never lost hope in their fight for freedom. India, watching the events unfold, provided moral and material support to the Mukti Bahini. The refugee crisis spilling over its borders and the growing international outcry against the atrocities committed led India to intervene militarily in December. The intervention of the Indian military was the turning point in the war, tilting the balance in favor of Bangladesh. The war reached its climax in mid-December, with the Pakistani forces surrendering to the joint forces of the Indian Army and Mukti Bahini. With this, the dream of an independent Bangladesh became a reality. On December 16, 1971, after 9 months of fierce fighting, Bangladesh emerged as an independent nation. The War of Liberation serves as a powerful reminder of the price of freedom, a testament to the resilience and courage of the Bengali people. The Bangladesh Liberation War was a testament to the indomitable spirit of the Bengali people. As we delve into the annals of history, we find that the seeds of this war were sown in a context of cultural and political disparities. The Bengali people, despite forming the majority of Pakistan's population, found themselves marginalized and their language, Bangla, undermined. This led to the first significant resistance, the language movement of 1952, a pivotal moment that ignited the flame of nationalism among the Bengali people. In the backdrop of this growing unrest, the political turmoil of the late 1960s played a significant role. The general elections of 1970 saw the Awami League, a party advocating for the rights of East Pakistan, win by a landslide. However, their victory was not respected, further intensifying the discord between East and West Pakistan. The subsequent military crackdown in East Pakistan in March 1971 marked the onset of the War of Liberation. It was a brutal and bloody conflict, the repercussions of which were felt far beyond the borders of the two nations involved. The Bengali people, undeterred by the adversity they faced, fought valiantly. Their resilience and determination culminated in the birth of a new nation, Bangladesh, in December of the same year. This war was more than a mere conflict. It was a fight for identity, for language, for self-determination. It marked a significant chapter in the history of South Asia and demonstrated the lengths to which people are willing to go to secure their rights and their freedom. So let this be a reminder to us all of the power and resilience of the human spirit. The Liberation War was not just a struggle for independence, it was a testament to the indomitable spirit of a nation that refused to be silenced. In the face of adversity, the people of Bangladesh fought for their rights, their language, and ultimately their freedom. And thus, from the ashes of war, a new nation was born.